Hey folks, hope you're doing well. I have been asked to make a video about how to put stairs on a curved surface. So I want to show you that in SketchUp. A lot of actually really cool tricks in here. So I want to get through a bunch of things in here. I've got a big fat 30 by 30 space, grand entryway to my home, my spectacular, beautiful home or my whatever. What I'm going to use is this tool, this kind of protractor curve tool, because I can get a really accurate measurement. Before I do that, just a second, let me just show you something. Before I click there, when I grab that tool, I can choose how many sides this is going to have on it. The reason I chose 19 is because I've got 10, I'm going to make a 10-foot tall wall. From first floor to second floor, it's 10 feet tall. A comfortable rise for a step is somewhere between 6 and 7 inches. I'm saying 6. If I've got 6 steps, or 6-inch risers, then I'm going to have 20 steps from the bottom to the top. The bottom is actually the first floor. So it's the level of the floor. So I don't actually need the first step. I'm going to make it, but we don't need it. And then what we're going to do is I'll need 19 to go the rest of the way. So that's why I have 19 steps in there. Grab my point there, click here, make my nice big fat arc. To get that push-pull tool, pull that up, as I said, 10 feet. Already looks cool. Now what I want to do is build one step. So I'm going to use my pencil tool, click here at the end, at that point right there. And you notice what I get here is an end point on that segment right where I want it. Because I've got the 19 segments in that curve, it tells me that I'm at an end point right there. Then what I want to do is get the circle tool, C, and click here and drag a circle out that is, I don't care about the number of segments on this one, it's not as important. And do click and say 25 feet. So I've got 5-foot wide staircase, very grand, right? Then I can get my eraser tool and get rid of this stuff and get rid of this line and this line. And now what I've got is the shape of the step that I want. If I use my push-pull tool, I can pull that up, say it's going to be 2 inches thick. Now I've got one stair tread built. What I want to do before I get too much farther is make this a component. All this stuff, I better grab that part as well. So I get everything here as a component. I don't want you. That's, by the way, that's a left. When I drag left to right instead of right to left, it does that. It grabs everything that it touches. So it's a useful trick to know that you can do it both ways. I'm just going to orbit underneath because I have a feeling we've got part of the floor selected. No, there's no floor there because I didn't use the option tool and I raised it up, so it didn't make a new part. We can fix that easily. I'm going to make this into a component though. Control click, make me a component. Tread, sure. Okay, now I've got a component that I'm ready to play with. What I want to do is make you're going to laugh at this part because you make a whole whack of them and then you throw some of them away. You throw most of them away actually. But then you end up with a really nice smooth system for it. So I'm going to use my Q tool, my Q key to get the rotate tool. Click here, I better get in position here so I can kind of see what I'm doing. What I'll do is orbit around here because what I want to do is be able to grab that front face and tuck it against the back face here and make a new step right there. Okay, so here we are. I've got this click right there. Come over here. I want to make sure that the plus sign is turned on. So option plus, that means it's going to make a copy of this. Click here and then grab that and pull it back this way. And it goes to the back edge. You see how it just lines up right there. Because I made that step the right width, I know that this is actually going to work. Now I can just type X19. Actually, X18. I've already got two. X18, there are my steps. Isn't that cool? So now what I can do is grab this and grab all of these guys. Everybody come with me. I need 19 more of these going up. Move tool, pull that on the blue axis. Whoopee cushion, I don't want that. I better make the rest of this thing into a group, the rest of the box. There's, by the way, what we're doing right there with the stairs and the railing and the whole thing. So I'll grab this and then deselect, shift click these. Pardon me for just a second. This is going to take me a second here. Clickety click, 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 click. Get rid of the materials. We can put materials in there later if we want, but basically I'm just showing you the construction method. So if I make this building a group and then click here, control click, make this a group. Good. So now when I grab these guys, I won't be also grabbing, angles and edges and things like that in here. So now grab all of these steps. All of these steps. There we are. Grab that last one too. And what I want to do is use the move tool to raise them up, not the rotate tool, move them up 6 inches. And I want to clone them. So I hit the option key again and it says, oh, you want to leave the ones there? Yes, I do. And then I want that to go up 6 inches. And again, I want to go X18. Look at that. I've got all the steps that I need now. The entire wall is covered with stairs, right? So it looks a little stupid because you kind of think, good grief, is that how you're supposed to do this? Kind of, yeah. So this one I want to keep. I'm actually going to throw that one away because that's the floor. We're going to keep that one on the floor. This one I want to keep. Shift click. So you work your way up the wall and select the ones that you want to keep. And then I'll show you a nice trick. So we're just going to grab that one, that one, that one. I know some of this is painful to watch. Sorry about that. I should sing while I'm doing this or something like that, make it more interesting for you. I get the orbit tool and get to a better location here where I can see what I'm doing. And again, keep clicking away. Grab you, grab you, grab you, grab you. It's kind of fun actually to just go, what's the next one there? What's the next one? And that one. Perfect. So now I've got the 18 that I want to keep. Now, hold down your shift key. I've got my arrow tool selected. Hold down your shift key and grab. You notice you get the little plus minus on your cursor. Look how cool that is. I just selected everything except the 18 that I want to keep. Delete. Doing. There they all are. We have a little thing to fix down here on the floor. That's easy to fix. And now what I've got are my stairs. Now, because we made these a component, I want to show you the coolest thing ever. What we're going to do is make a railing. I just double click that. It enters the component. Now I can edit that component. I'm going to grab a pencil tool, L for pencil, and put my railing. I'm going to start right about there. And I'm going to pull that up 3 feet. 3 feet. Oh my gosh, look at that. And I'm going to click there and say I want that to go to the next railing. And hello, there's our railing. Isn't that great? And of course, what you can do is then put on wood around that. You can bring pipes around that from the Follow Me tool and make a pretty great railing. So that's basically the steps that you would use to make that. As I say, you've got a little bit of fixing work to do right there, but pretty cool. I also on this one, because of the components, I chamfered the edges, a little bit of round over, a little bit of a lip on those guys, made the risers as well in the back, all out of wood, made the railings out of wood. So it's pretty sweet. I put a little second floor on there. But basically that's the trick to how to make something like that. And I hope that you found yourself thinking, not only that, but there are a lot of other nice tricks that were inside that technique, like the X18, things like that. Hopefully those will be helpful for you. See you later.